What's going on, everybody? Happy Friday, happy Friday. Well, it ain't really that happy for me, but I mean, we got to keep on going, man. Like I said, it's like every Friday, every end of the week, man. The Cowboys just have to stay, they just got to stay relevant. And we just keep hearing dumb news stories. Dumb news stories. Definitely, definitely. I'm gonna let a couple people come in, but hey, look, I appreciate everybody that watches my videos, um, that comes in and is on the live streams and everything like that. The interaction is everything, um, and I mean, we're gonna talk good old Cowboys stuff over here, man. We're gonna talk good old Cowboys stuff over here. Leave it open for the comments before we really get into the meat of the show, man. Because once I get going, I'm gonna get going. We're live on Twitter. We're live on Facebook. Um, yeah, man. I mean, happy Friday. Let's see. Frank. Oh my God, Frank said I didn't talk combine. Mark said I will. Well, I'm gonna talk combine on my channel. So I appreciate you for coming here. Big Sarge, what's going on? Salute, salute, salute. Salute, salute, salute. Happy Friday to everybody. It's been really, really tough, man, being a Cowboys fan over the last couple of weeks, man, because it doesn't seem like there's very much positive coming out of the camp or coming from the sources. It's just a lot of just negative news, man, just dragging down the energy of our fan base, man. A lot of that, man. And to be honest with you, though, like it's been bigger than football for me. I mean, really, I'm glad that I haven't just been sitting around waiting for Cowboys news. Really, I just been getting out. I've been coaching a lot of kids on the weekends, doing a lot of camps, a lot of things to help kids get recruited, to help them become better players. I've been, helping work out different high school players. I've been talking to college coaches and all of that type of stuff, man. And really, um, I'm so glad that I'm able to give back to the game that I love so much and not really just, talk about something that's not as pure as the NFL. The NFL is a business, as you guys know. So a lot of times, players they're talked about being cut. They're treated like pieces of meat. We say it's a business, right? See, Big Star says Abraham Lucas, V Low, Ed Ingram looked very good today. Yeah, man. I'll be honest with you. And watching the lineman moved pretty well to me in the drills. And I think that we had a couple of sub fives on the 40s too. So, we'll get into the combine talk a little bit later, man, where I'll let the fans really interact a little bit more in that too, because there might have been some stuff that you missed that I missed. But in talking about the purity of the game, really, a lot of stuff has just become dramatics. It's not so much football anymore as it is creating storylines. And, you know, being a Cowboy fan really has become being a WWE fan. At this point, I really kind of started watching SmackDown and Monday Night Raw again, because if I'm looking for storylines, like at least, let it be creative. You know what I'm saying? Like, damn, we might as well let Vince McMahon run our team. He might do a better job. Might do a better job than Jerry and folks. But back to talking about Amari, man. And that's really just the title of the show. I mean, really, the Amari Cooper rumors, really, and all of the really credible sources have really been talking about the Cowboys likely to cut Amari Cooper, and it's very unfortunate because I've been talking about it for weeks, and you guys know it. Um, Amari Cooper is becoming the scapegoat. I knew he would become the scapegoat. I knew he was going to become the scapegoat. Why? Because they've done the same violin, sad song before. They've done this before, man, and it's become predictable. It's really predictable at this point. It's really predictable, But it's funny though, because see, with T.O., you can kind of point the diva thing on him. See, T.O., everywhere he went, it kind of ended bad, except for Cincinnati. But T.O. had a reputation, so they could use that to make it seem like T.O. made things worse when he was here. So I could get with that. I was upset about it. I didn't like cutting T.O. because I don't like cutting talent. I don't like cutting one of the best guys at their position in the league. But okay, we cut T.O. We said that T.O. was a cancer. Okay. Romo got a little bit better after that. Romo was able to lead a little bit more. Guess what? We're still in the same position that we were when T.O. left. We were. That's the highest that we got. There's such things as what you are, and there's such thing as ceiling. And what I mean by ceiling is us getting to the playoffs and losing. That's as high as we've gotten. That's as high as we've gotten. We've gotten a couple of wild card wins in there. But other than that, no, we haven't sniffed the NFC Championship game in God knows how long. Well, I mean, in 26 years. I was 9 years old the last time. I was 9 years old the last time that I saw my own beloved team in a NFC Championship game. And so, all right, cool. We get to Dez, because, Dez, they made him seem like a diva for one, and all right, cool. Dez's production's down. Dez isn't as athletic as he once was. Dez was a, we waited forever to sign Dez, and then you overpaid him because you had to, because you were stuck, and we were in a salary cap situation where we needed his money. Not only, but before you signed him, you tore him down. And then you tore him down on the way out. All right, cool. But this is what you did then that I caught on to this time. You signed, you got a wide receiver coach. You get a wide receiver coach. Why? Because you think you could get better at that position. You felt like our guys couldn't get open. That's what you're trying to paint. That's the narrative. See, that's the word right there. That's going to be the word of the show. Narrative. Narrative. We've been painting narratives. So the narrative was that Dez and those receivers couldn't get open. So what we do? We brought in Sanjay Lau. We had Sanjay Lau go in and check the tape and see whether or not, hey, if we could win with what we got. We got rid of all those guys. We got a new weapons in here. Those guys couldn't get open. So what do? We traded a first-round pick to go get Amari Cooper. Now all of a sudden we can pass the damn ball. Now all of a sudden Dak can find open guys because we got a number one. We got a dog. The Raiders didn't know what they had, but we got a dog. We got the better of that deal. And what do? With Amari Cooper, with Dak, with all of those guys, with everybody. We wait to the last minute to sign those guys. And when you're in a pinch and you have to sign those guys, guess what you give up? Negotiating 101, you give up leverage. So we were in a position where we're giving up leverage, and now we're mad that we signed them for that much money. That's not the players' fault. The players and their agents, they're supposed to squeeze every penny that they can. It's your fault, Mr. Jones and Mr. Jones. It's your fault. Y'all don't know how to play the game. Y'all been around for 30-some damn years and still don't know how to negotiate. You still don't understand contracts. You still don't understand turnover. You still don't understand what positions you need to keep drafting over and over and over and over so you don't have to sign big deals and get stuck in those situations. You guys been here for 30-some odd years and you still don't know how this works. But hey, we're supposed to sit here. We're supposed to keep buying gear. We're supposed to still go in. I know my guy Tuck loves the margarita machine in the stadium. We're supposed to still be buying margaritas. We're supposed to still be chilling. We're still supposed to watch that big screen. We're still supposed to take everything that you tell us. Like I said on Twitter, Jerry Jones in the front office, they've been spitting on us for 26 years and saying, damn, that's a hell of a rainstorm outside. They've been spitting on us for 20-something years. And it's crazy because, see, I'm the butt of my friends' jokes because I'm one of the only Cowboys fans. And you guys know that. You guys are Cowboys fans. So if you're one of the only Cowboys fans, you have the biggest fan base, and you're on TV the most, and you get the highest ratings because most of the time, half of the people are watching you trying to, just to see you fail. You know what it's like when your team fails and they keep failing, and you got ownership, and you got guys that keep selling you a pipe dream every year, and then it end up being the same damn thing. It's like Charlie Brown, man. They've been pulling the damn football from us for 26 years. 26 years. They want to win their way, and their way sucks. Their way is terrible. They don't know which way is up, their way. You want to know how I know that? Because Jimmy Johnson ain't in the Ring of Honor. They refuse to give that man credit, where it's obvious that Jimmy Johnson is the reason you guys have 3 rings. He is the reason. I'm looking into the camera when I say it. Jimmy Johnson was the Cowboys. Jimmy Johnson. Every time you look back at the 90s, that was Jimmy's doing. It was not your doing, Jerry Jones. You signed checks. That's what you did. But what ruins all great things? Pride and ego. Pride and ego ruins great things. When you got something great going. But the thing about great things, man, you can keep it going when nobody cares who gets the credit. Jerry was having a hard time swallowing that pill of not getting the credit. Maybe some. I mean, hey, you the guy writing the checks. I mean, I don't know, man. I seen Robert Kraft sit up there and get 6 rings and just chill. My man rocking Air Forces. My man chilling. He chilling with Meek Mill. He chilling with Jay-Z. I seen that man win. I seen his team be profitable. And I seen that man shut the hell up. I don't see Robert Kraft doing post-game interviews, or I don't see Robert Kraft getting on the radio. I see Robert Kraft owning the damn team. The only time I saw Robert Kraft intervene was with Tom Brady. The Tom Brady and Jimmy Garoppolo situation. And guess what? I want to say they won a Super Bowl. I could be wrong. Man. I could be wrong. Woosah, man. This is Mark Holmes' fault, man. This is Mark Holmes' fault. He got me riled up. Yeah, man. I gotta tell him why I'm mad, bro. What's going on, Thomas? What's going on? Chris B. Most functional team coming off a good season would go all in, but not Catboy Stephen Jones. It's tough to keep trying to believe in this team. I'm at this point, Chris B. I'm at the point now where I don't believe in him. The reason I don't believe in them, not because of 12 wins, not because we don't have talented guys, not because I don't think that Will McClay and Dan Quinn can, get us some guys in here that can help us win games. I've just seen this story before. I've seen it before. We've seen it over and over and over. What's up, EJB? Now, look, guys. I have something special today because I said I was going to do it. So for Super Chats, man, I got my DMV shirts. I got them ready to go. So for Super Chat, we're going to auction one of these things off today. We're going to auction one off. But in order to get in the drawing, you got to Super Chat. You got to Super Chat in order to be in the drawing. So if you guys want a shot at getting a DMV shirt, I'm not going to lie, the logo is fire. It's definitely a keepsake, man. Definitely a keepsake. So if you guys want a shot at a DMV shirt, go ahead and Super Chat, man. Appreciate y'all. But yeah, back on task. Catboy. Somebody said it perfectly. Fine. Called him Catboy. That's what he is, man. It's actually funny. It's actually funny that somebody who was given everything with the silver spoon in their mouth, who never had to work for nothing, who was given the position they're in Stephen Jones. It's actually funny when somebody like him talks about people earning their keep or people being overpaid or things of that nature or managing the cap. I'm sorry, what has Stephen Jones ever done? You guys can let me know. You guys can let me know in the comment section what Stephen Jones has ever done that's worth a damn. Because as far as I'm concerned, all Stephen Jones has done, his claim to fame is almost fighting Jerry for signing Dion. A signing that eventually got us a Super Bowl. Stephen almost effed that up for us. Keep that in mind. Stephen Jones ain't worth a damn, bro. I'll say it, and I would say it to Stephen Jones. Well, you know what? He's worth money. He's worth more than I am. But as far as his job in football operations, oh, he ain't worth a damn, bro. Stephen ain't worth a damn. That's right. Smash them likes, everybody. Smash them likes, because I'm gonna be on one tonight. We might not even talk combine because I could keep going on and on about how dysfunctional this fan base is. Robert Kraft knew that he was receiving his blessings and he was thankful. Jerry was blinded by his blessings and made a deal with the devil. Damn, that's powerful. I couldn't have said it better myself. David Jenkins, what's up, DMV fanatics? I'm a huge visually impaired Cowboys fan here in Frederick, Maryland. I met E2 Blue several times at a barbecue truck that I worked on. Hey, E2 Blue is my guy. I appreciate you for tuning in tonight, man. Hey, look, a lot of people are getting in here. Y'all must know that I'm getting worked up in here. Y'all must know that I'm getting worked up. McCarthy will be gone next year, too. They are setting him in this whole season for failure. It's like a redshirt season. And that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. And you want to know something that I like about Mike McCarthy? I feel like as of late, Mike McCarthy is talking more. Mike McCarthy is letting y'all know that this is some bullshit. He's trying to tell y'all not to feed into the narrative so much because the narratives are really what's driving everything. Appreciate you, Mark. Hey, man, you just entered a shot at a DMV shirt. Do I think Stephen Jones will take over the GM position too? Oh man, I think that this team is his. I think that this team is his, man. I think that this is Stephen Jones' team. I think that he's running the show, and I think that we're screwed, guys. I really do. I think that we're screwed. I hate to say it. My guy Mark Holmes, salute. He said Cowboys need to cut Stephen Jones. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Cali Cowboy said, love the points I made on Mark's channel. Everything that I'm telling you guys is from a football perspective. I'm not going to tell y'all nothing that's BS. I'm not going to tell you nothing that's BS. I'm going to tell you something that I believe, and it's going to always be based on actual football. I don't really like those narratives. I hate that. I hate narratives. I hate it. I hate the fact that I got to come on here and talk about that. Because if I got to sit here and talk about narratives, and I got to sit here and talk about all these made-up storylines, I might as well sit here and talk about shows that I watch. I might as well sit up here and talk about The Chi. I should sit up here and talk about Power Book Force. I should sit up here and talk about Bel Air. Those are things that I'm about to do anyway. But I'm just saying, I might as well sit up here and talk about shows that were actually written, that were supposed to, there's supposed to be narratives about those things. I should be doing that. Hold on, give me a second, guys. I'm going to get a notepad and write down the people that tuned in tonight. Sorry about that. I was watching Mark's show early on. Oh, I was on Mark's show early on, and I forgot to get a notepad. This is my football notepad, by the way. I write down all my plays and all that stuff on this notepad. So just know that whoever goes on here is very, very special. Very special. Appreciate you, Mark, again, for the super chat. Sorry, I'm knocking the mic all over the place. Let's see what we got. Is Stephen Jones' team the ball still going to be dropped. I mean, hey, it is what it is. What's going on, Joe? Joe Gonzalez. Gene Jones said Kellen Moore is being forced on him, being Mike McCarthy. Kellen Moore is being forced not just on him, he's being forced on us. That's the guy that they told us was going to be the next guy in waiting. They want him to be Sean McVay so damn bad. He ain't. He's not. He's not. You want to know something Sean McVay has that Kellen Moore doesn't have? Sean McVay had to work his way up to that position. Sean McVay had mentors in coaching and in the Shanahan tree. Like, all of those guys are doing well. They had a mentor and a guy that won multiple Super Bowls that knows what the hell he's doing. That's what Sean McVay had. Sean McVay had to work his way up from tight ends coach to offensive coordinator in Washington. And they had the best offense that I've seen in Washington in a long time. And he nailed his interview. That's the thing. When Sean McVay got his interview, what did he do? Sean McVay, he did the damn thing. He did the damn thing. Howard Floyd, what's going on, man? What's going on? Super chat. Appreciate you, Howard Floyd. DMV, I need to see you eat that chip, my brother. Hey, look, man, I'm sorry, but the deal is off the table. We tried it. We tried it. Look, I got the leverage at this point, man. I love weed. What's going on? How you doing? How you doing? Chris B says, I was never a fan of the McCarthy hire and don't think he's the best, but he deserves a fair shot this season since it's probably do or die for him. I feel like Mike McCarthy has deserved a fair shot just simply because he used to whoop our ass on the other sideline. We never had these same issues or never saw Green Bay struggle with these same issues against us. I just think you need to let the man coach. DMV, you need mods. Maybe. You might be right. Let's see. Yeah, so, I mean, I appreciate all of you guys for tuning in, man, on this Friday night because, you know, it's date night for a lot of people. Date night. Oh, my God. Mark with another one. So that means you doubled it up. I think Cowboys need to focus on offensive line and draft, starting with center. What's your thoughts? My thoughts is that the Cowboys, it doesn't matter what we put up front if we don't have the schematics behind it, or if our offensive coordinator doesn't know how to adjust. Because as the point that I made on Mark's channel was, we had a far superior line than some of these other teams, and they still found ways to run the football. They still found ways to scheme their guys open. We don't have that. We don't have – I mean, we don't have that. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't have the coaching. We don't have the coaching on the offensive side of the football. But on the defensive side, like, look at the San Francisco game, for example, in the playoffs. We made an adjustment on defense. The offense put the defense in bad predicaments, throwing an interception that Dak probably shouldn't have thrown, and getting off the field and 3 and outs and stuff like that, not really moving the ball. But the defense adjusted in that game. San Fran had to work, and we just did not. We didn't do anything on the offensive side of the ball. Chris B says, I understand the O-line isn't what it was, but look at the Bengals. They made it work, and our O-line is better, but they have coaches. Exactly. That's it. You know, Mark asked me the question on his channel, if I was the offensive coordinator, what I would do. Big adjustment really is I would get an offensive line coach that knows how to develop young talent, that knows how to help me scheme things up in the run game that I can open things up. Like, you wonder why everywhere that God, what's the coach's name we had? He was our offensive coordinator. Now, I can't think of his name. He was with the Raiders. I was just talking with Charlie about this last or 2 weeks ago. It'll come to me. Oh, Bill Callahan. There's no secret that everywhere Bill Callahan goes to, they know how to run the football, right? Can we all agree to that? Wherever Bill Callahan goes, they know how to run the football. I mean, we had an identity when we had Bill Callahan. That was our identity. We were able to run the football. Didn't matter what front you had. Didn't matter how many people you stacked in the box. We were able to get those combo blocks. We were able to scheme things up, and we could just run right at you. And we had far less running backs. I mean, DeMarco Murray, no matter how you want to look at it, DeMarco Murray had 1,800 yards, but DeMarco Murray wasn't Zeke Elliott. I mean, Zeke is long in the tooth now, but Zeke at his best, I mean, we wasted those years. You know what I'm saying? Well, Zeke's best years was with Callahan. I don't know if Callahan the O-line. I don't know if Callahan was the O-line coach. I could be wrong. Howard Floyd with another one. He said, "What? No chip? Oh man, that's cold, bro. That's cold." Hey, look, man. I offered it, and we just couldn't get the numbers, man. We couldn't get the numbers. We tried. I tried. We tried it. But I could have swore Bill Callahan left. I know that Bill Callahan left. He was not here. I think when when Linehan took over as the full OC, I'm pretty sure that's when they forced Callahan out and Callahan left. I could be wrong, but I thought that that's what it was. Somebody said Bill Callahan's OC is the son is the OC in Cincinnati. Wow. Gina Thorne said, "I can't stand the name Callahan." Woo child. Well, look, let me tell you something. I love Bill Callahan. The reason I really started loving Bill Callahan, because if you guys were on the channel 2 weeks ago, my cousin Charlie played for the Raiders. Bill Callahan was the head coach. Now I know John Gruden, that was his constructed team, but Charlie had his best year, I felt, with Callahan. So I've always been a fan of the West Coast style of the offense. I've always been a fan of West Coast in general, to be honest with you. I like a lot of things. I like the spread offenses and how they do today, but I think that West Coast, you'll never really be able to fully get away from that. It's been around for over however long Bill Walsh, really when he implemented it. The West Coast offense has been around for a long time, and really, it's really what kept Brady upright. It's really what Brady learned on and what he was able to build on. You know what I'm saying? Like West Coast principles. What's going on, Jessica? How you doing? Thomas Garrett said, "I remember Charlie Garner when he played for the University of Tennessee." Yeah. So Charlie Garner is, a distant relative of mine, and I had him on the channel a couple of weeks back. If you haven't seen that interview, it was a great interview. He kind of tore me up for being a Cowboy fan. And I really had nothing for him because the things that he was saying was kind of true. But, Gina Thorne said, Callahan is my ex-husband's name. Damn. Well, I'm sorry about that. But we talk about Bill Callahan here. Yeah. But back to Amari, though, because we kind of got off subject. And I want to get back on. I want to kind of tie things up. But now we're making Amari Cooper the scapegoat when he ain't a diva like Dez was a diva. He ain't a diva like T.O. was. Hell, Cole Beasley kind of left with some diva tendencies. And you see that he's done better in Buffalo than he ever did with us. They have a way of limiting players in Dallas. I don't know why they do it. It's almost like they don't want to. It's almost like they don't want to win. But they want to win, but they want to win their own way. They want to win their own way. They don't want anybody else to get credit for it. They want everybody to give them the credit. They want everybody to give them the credit. You know what I'm saying? They want everybody to give them the credit. Oh, my God, Mark. Appreciate another super chat, man. I got to put you down again. Do you think they will go for Callahan, even though in 2 years they will go to the West Coast with Peyton as a coach? It's a good question. No, I don't, because I think Sean Payton, if he is the head coach, he's going to be able to do what he wants. I do think they'll give him some control. I hope they give him control. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of hard to really call, man, because we don't do things conventional in Dallas. So you might think that Sean Payton is going to come in and be able to do the things he wants. But look at Mike McCarthy. Mike McCarthy has enough skins on the wall to where he should be able to do things, and they should leave him the hell alone. You know, while Mike McCarthy tries not to pay attention to a lot of the narratives and the things that's going on right now, you can't help but be bothered by it because Mike McCarthy is a football guy. And in so many words, he's trying to tell you, I'm not trying to hear this BS. I'm not trying to deal with this BS. I want to win football games. Do I think Mike McCarthy is the best head coach? No. Do I think he's a good head coach? I do think he's a good head coach. You don't win 12 games. You don't win 12 games like and not be a solid head coach. If anybody else won 12 games, they wouldn't be looked at as a failure like Mike McCarthy is, or picked and prodded. You know, they'll just be able to do what the hell they want to do. Like, for example, New England. New England didn't win 12 games like we did. In fact, we beat New England this year. And I rub it in my buddy's face. But that's beyond the point. Because they had a newspaper clipping today that they're not going to, that they're more than likely not going to franchise JC. I think it's J.C. Jackson, the corner. They're more than likely not going to franchise him. That just went across the bottom line. Bloop, bloop, bloop. Nobody gave a damn. Nobody cared. You want to know why? Because New England conducts their football like football. They don't care about who cares about what. They just make the moves, and they do it whenever they want to. They don't got to let sources know that they're thinking about doing this or they're thinking about doing that. You know, at first I thought Jason Garrett was the mole. At first I thought it was Jason Garrett. I thought Jason Garrett was sabotaging things by letting news get to the media. But same thing's happening over and over. Why y'all think Mike Fisher keep getting these damn stories? Why do you think Mike Fisher keep getting these stories? Somebody telling him stuff. But it is calculated, guys. It ain't no accident that this stuff is happening. This is how we conduct business. It's business before football. And here we are, devoted fans. You guys are devoted fans, and you came in here on a Friday night to hear about the Cowboys and how we're screwing up. And I applaud you guys, man. Because like me, man, my loyalty really has taken me further than I really should go. But really, man, this front office, every week they do something to piss me off even more. And letting this story go about Amari Cooper is just, it's flat out wrong. It's disrespectful. He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve that. There are a lot of players out there that you could say deserve that. Amari Cooper is not one of them. I would stand on the table for Amari Cooper. He's not one of them. Amari Cooper makes things better. He does not make things worse. He makes things better. The guys in the locker room, they love Amari Cooper. They all congregate around him. Even when he makes a big play, they all come to Amari. They love Coop. The fans love Coop. We all chant Coop. I'm going to keep chanting it. Coop. Wherever he go, I hope he tear our ass up. I really do. I hope Amari tear our ass up. I hope Amari wins a ring wherever he goes. Because this is just flat out wrong. It's wrong. And it's not a football decision. That's the biggest thing for me. If Amari was long in the tooth, if I felt like Amari was a bad player, if I felt like Amari was slipping, if I felt like Amari couldn't get open, if I felt like Amari couldn't exploit mismatches, if I felt like all of those things, I would tell you guys. I would be the first to tell you. Hell, on Mark's channel, I just sat here and told y'all while I thought Schultz was a damn average player and I wouldn't pay him. So I have no problem telling you if I think Amari stinks or not. Trust me. You're taking a fan favorite and you're making him a bad guy for no reason. Don't make him a bad guy. If you're going to cut him, if you're going to trade him, just do that. If you're going to do that, I'm all right with it. You know what I'm saying? Because that's football and that's how life goes. But not every story needs a effing villain. Not every story needs a villain. You know, I'm looking at NFL Network right now. Cowboys likely to release Amari Cooper ahead of free agency if they can't trade him. Why does that need to be a story? Guys, why does that need to be a story? Now we're going to figure out, now they're going to dig deep into why Amari Cooper won't be a Dallas Cowboy. And you want to know something? They're going to let things leak out. See, that's the thing, man. They give you enough rope to hang yourself with. They're going to let things leak out that they let things be okay, that was okay when he was a Cowboy. And they're going to make it seem like that's the reason that he's gone. They're going to make it seem like that's the reason he's gone. And I'm glad that he's not talking because I could do enough talking for Amari. I could do the talking for Amari. You know what I'm saying? I could do the talking for him. What they're doing to this cat is flat out wrong. And there's not a fan out there that can logically tell you that this is right. Now, in talking about the combine, you know, there were a lot of receivers out there that were flying around a little bit. That's cool. You know what I'm saying? Olave probably made himself a top 10 pick yesterday. You know what I'm saying? Sky Moore did his damn thing. A guy that I liked really, who looks like he's going to go undrafted, I like the Woods cat out of Oklahoma. I like him a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like, they keep talking about Michael Gallup this, Michael Gallup that. I see a lot of them. I see some Michael Gallup in Woods from Oklahoma. If you guys, you know, because last night in watching his workout and then going to watching his tape, I saw some things that I really liked. I love weed. That's it right there. Not getting vaxxed is the issue, and that sucks. So this is the point. This is the point that I want to bring up about Amari, and then we can get to some combine talk. If you felt like that's the reason we didn't win games, why is letting him go? Why is that the answer? Why is letting Amari Cooper go if we struggle without him the answer? And then if you look at it, if you look at the guys in the draft, sure, there's some good receivers coming out. Amari Cooper was great when he came out. He was great when he came out of Alabama. None of these guys right now are better than what Amari was at Alabama. You can't guarantee that these guys, that whoever you draft, if you decide to go receiver, is going to be half as good as Amari Cooper. Christian Watson did look good yesterday. Definitely looked good. Definitely looked good. But, I mean, you know, in talking about that, so it's like, it's a double-edged sword. Like, for me, I would think the smart business move would be to, I don't know, for Amari Cooper, I would restructure his deal. If you want to get a receiver, if that's the best thing at 24, guess what? We need receivers. We don't have guys signed. We don't have Cedric Wilson signed. We don't have Michael Gallup signed. With letting Amari Cooper go, and then you're going to go ahead and do a damn deal for Michael Gallup, who ain't going to play for half the season. I don't know why that makes sense, but hey, you know, like I said, our front office got They got poop for brains, man. They definitely do. But let's talk about some of these winners and losers, man. I got an opportunity to watch some of the running backs. Um, some of the guys can move a little bit. I'm interested to see what Cook's little brother is can do. He ran a 4.5 today. Um, the kid from North Carolina kind of flew off the shelf and did a 4.45. There was a kid from I forget the school. I don't know if it was South Dakota State, but he ran a 4.39. I don't know if it is I don't know if it was official or not. Brees Hall. It was Brees Hall. I'm sorry. It was Iowa State. It was Iowa State. Yeah, he ran a 4.39. He looked pretty good. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Thomas Garrett said that our front office is ass backwards. Yes. Um, I think yesterday Malik Willis. Now I talked about it on my channel. I said I wasn't a big fan of Malik Willis, but actually seeing him throw the football yesterday and watching the velocity come off of it and being able to see his arm strength, and then looking at his Wonderlic test, I think that he definitely earned himself some money yesterday. Also, the quarterback from Cincinnati, Ritter. I think Ritter, he also had a 32 on the Wonderlic test. He threw the football pretty well. He tested pretty well in the 40. And some of the athletic things. I think Ritter did himself a service yesterday. They also had a cat out there, Carson Strong, that I wasn't really familiar with. He ended up having a big arm yesterday in some of the throwing. Now I know that some of the throwing is I mean it's the underwear Olympics, but one thing you can't fake is you can't fake a big arm. You can't do that. Carson Strong threw the ball a little. He threw it okay yesterday. I think Kenny Pickett, in my opinion, I'm just talking quarterbacks right now. I think Kenny Pickett. I thought he was kind of average with his workout, to be honest with you. I didn't think there was anything to write home about. Um, in my opinion, like when I saw him out there, I thought the other guys were better than him. I could be wrong. You guys could let me know that I'm wrong. Maybe there was something that I was missing. But I just thought that Kenny Pickett looked like one of the guys yesterday. He didn't look like the guy. Howard Floyd says, what's the Wonderlic test? So the Wonderlic test is how they test your IQ and see if you are able to retain information, you know, at kind of like a rapid pace or at a it's kind of a controlled environment. So they're really just testing your ability to retain information and regurgitate it. So Wonderlic test is obviously that is a measuring stick that they use to see if you're getting smart players or not. I don't know why they started using it or when they started using it, but this is what I'll tell you about Mo Claiborne. He scored one of the lowest Wonderlic tests ever, and we traded up for him. That's why teams kind of stayed away from him. And you've seen what happened with his career. Mark with another super chat. Appreciate you, man. You trying to win that shirt. And whoever wins the shirt, man, whoever wins the shirt tonight, what you're gonna end up doing is you're gonna email me. So I'll put my email address in. And you pretty much give me your address and your size and all that stuff, and we'll make sure that we get it. Also, the shirts are for sale as well. If you want to buy one, email me as well. So I'll put the email up now. So here's my email right here on the ticker. DMV Dallas Cowboys at gmail.com. So if you're interested in buying a DMV shirt, I got one of them right here. This is a medium, but I got, here's the camera right here. So if you're interested in getting one of these DMV shirts, you know what I'm saying? They are available for purchase, $25 a pop. But, super chats tonight, they get an opportunity to, go in the drawing and win a shirt. So let me answer the question though. Do you feel comfortable with re-signing Gallup even though he's had calf injury and Achilles injury on the same leg. No, I don't feel comfortable re-signing Gallup. Not with the situation the way that it is. You know what I'm saying? Not with the situation with cutting Amari and not really knowing what you're going to get in the draft because the draft is a crapshoot. I am not comfortable with re-signing Gallup to a multi-year deal under these circumstances. And he's not going to play this year for half of the year. And that's assuming that everything goes to schedule. And that's assuming that he responds well and he's able to perform at the level that we're used to seeing. Because you never know. I know that sports medicine is great out there, but I do not feel comfortable signing him to that money and not having him to play early on in the season. You know? Let's see. Gina Thorne says, I'm so pissed right now. I can't stare at Jerry and Steven. Yeah, me either. Me either. But hey, fans, man, got people in the comments. Let me know who your winners and your losers were from the combine yesterday. Because for me, it was really hard for me to comment on the receivers because I missed most of it. But I was able to see, the guys run their routes, and I was able to see the throwing aspect of it. Let me know who were your winners and losers yesterday. Oh, this is a great point right here. Lola, that's right. Gallup is a number 2, not a number 1. Thank you for saying that. I appreciate you for saying that. Lola said it, actually. Lola said it first. So I'm going to give Lola the credit. Gallup is a number 2. I'm tired of people saying he's a number 1. Gallup can be replaced. I said it last year. Gallup can be replaced. There are guys like Gallup in this draft. Trey Burks. You know, he had a kind of uneventful day at the combine yesterday. That's a guy that has the build about what Gallup has. That probably, quite frankly, is a better prospect than Gallup was and probably will be a better player. Guys don't want to hear that, though. Look, I'm not a homer. I'm going to keep it football with y'all all the time. Is Gallup a solid player? Yes, he is. He definitely is. But I am not cutting the guy that plays for the guy that gets hurt. I'm just not doing it. Cooper is a number 1. Absolutely, Lola. Cooper is a number 1. He is. I think CD is a number 1. If you want to cut him, if you want to cut Coop because you want, the offense to be built around CD, maybe I understand that. Maybe I understand it. But you better build the offense around CD, and you better throw him the damn ball. Because last I checked, it wasn't just Amari that couldn't get the ball in that damn playoff game. CD couldn't get it either. Hell, Amari scored a touchdown. CD had 1 catch for 20 yards. Stop me when I'm lying. Stop me when I'm lying. But they love guys, they love system guys like Cedric. Cedric is solid. Nothing wrong with Cedric. That shouldn't be your priority, though. That's right. Jerry does love the Razorbacks. Lola says CD ain't ready for number 1 in my opinion. I think he is ready. Because if you look at that training camp, he had a monster training camp when they were doing one-on-ones and they were putting him in situations where he could thrive. He's not just a slot guy. They put him in the slot. You move him around. He can play the X. CD can go and get jump balls. How many 50-50 balls do we throw to our guys? Or how often do we say, "Oh, that's how you're gonna play him"? We just gonna keep feeding you the rock. We don't do that. We don't do that. Did CD drop a lot of passes? Sure. So did Jamar Chase. So did Justin Jefferson. I think dropped a lot of passes too. So we gotta stop that narrative too. When you're getting a lot of targets, You're gonna drop some balls. You're gonna drop some balls. You know what I'm saying? But nobody out there would say stop throwing Jamar Chase the ball. He ain't ready to be a number one. Y'all be foolish to be saying that. Y'all be foolish to be saying that. But our scheme is terrible. And like Thomas said, you got to put that on scheme. Lola, I don't think CD needs no weight on. I mean, maybe a little bit, but I mean, the way that the NFL is today, I mean, they ain't really allowed to hit no receivers anyway. And he kind of breaks tackles, you know what I'm saying? So he don't struggle with it like that. But hey, today lineman, my favorite player in the draft is Ikwanwu from NC State. He's definitely my favorite player in the whole draft. And you guys know I'm a skill position person, but it takes a lot when I got an offensive lineman that that is my favorite. He's my favorite player in the draft. The guy's an animal. Check him out. He's a tackle from NC State. Animal. He had a great day today. He had a sub a 5.40. I don't know much about this UNI guy, Trevor Penning, but he ran a sub 4. He ran a sub 5 in the 40 as well. I mean, a lot of these linemen out here, man. Look, we got good. Look, this draft is filled with linemen. It's filled with cornerbacks. I can't wait. Wait till the cornerbacks come in this draft. Wait till the cornerbacks come for the combine. I'm sorry, the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks are solid in this draft. That might end up being the deepest position in this draft, guys. I can't wait until they do the combine for that. I can't wait. We got some safeties, some corners. Yeah, man. We got an opportunity to really shore up that secondary as well. You know what I'm saying? Can CD handle the double? We got to give him the opportunity. We don't know what we don't know. We're a system team. Hell, all we do is just run plays. We ain't scheming up nobody, so nobody knows. I think Chase led the league. Oh, no. Don't you do this. Don't you do this, Cali Cowboy. Don't y'all do this, man. Don't y'all act like Michael Gallup don't drop the damn ball too. Michael Gallup drops the damn ball too, y'all. Michael Gallup be hearing footsteps. Michael Gallup drops the football. Don't y'all do that. Y'all see, that's one thing I won't allow y'all to do. I won't allow y'all to make somebody a hero just because you don't like a certain thing about somebody else. Michael Gallup don't got no short hands. He does not. He don't. The sure hands on our team is Amari Cooper that we're about to get rid of. But Michael Gallup be hearing footsteps too, y'all. Sure, Michael Gallup will make those catches on the outside, but them in-cutting routes on the inside, Michael Gallup will put that thing on the ground too. He dropped the ball against the Chiefs too. Go back and watch that game. Michael Gallup dropped the ball. I'm telling y'all. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. I wouldn't make that up for the sake of a narrative. And y'all remember the year before when we led the league in drops? Michael Gallup had a ton of drops. Don't y'all sit here and try and make it seem like Michael Gallup is just this guy we can't live without. I know that that's not what you're saying, but shit, Michael Gallup go across that middle and drop that damn ball too. He definitely does. So we ain't gonna sit here and paint that narrative on CD and let Michael Gallup slide because he made one catch on an ACL injury. Yeah, we ain't gonna do that, man. No. Mark Hutchinson said Dak does not like throwing 50-50 balls. I think that's how he's been coached up to do. And to be honest with you, you don't know what you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. All he knows is this Garrett system. I think it's time really to move on from it. But, who knows, man? Who knows? I mean, I don't make the decisions. I just sit here and I talk about it with you guys. But I tell you what I'm going to do right now, though. Since we're running up on the 5-minute mark, I'm going to do the drawing. So I got to tear it up. I don't got a fancy machine like Mark does. I don't have a fancy machine like Mark does. So we're going to do this the old-fashioned way. And it was really only two guys. It was really only two guys that really did it anyway. But I appreciate you guys, man. You guys, from the bottom of my heart, I really appreciate y'all. I done ripped up stuff. Y'all don't judge me, man. Y'all don't judge me. I'm new at this, but hey, look, we're gonna start doing a lot more raffles and stuff like that. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna shuffle this up. I didn't have a hat. I left my DMV hat in the car. But we have a lucky winner. Let's see who the winner is. Mark Hutchinson won a free DMV shirt. So, sir, go to my email address right here and, shoot me your size. Shoot me, yeah, I mean, we could talk in the email, but definitely email me at dmv.cowboys@gmail. And, we'll make sure that you get your free shirt. But just so that everybody knows, Mark, he won the drawing today, so he got the free shirt. So congratulations to you, sir. Congratulations. Yeah, I mean, that's the first time that I've ever done that. So I appreciate you guys for super chatting, man. Congrats, Mark, on your free DMV shirt. And if you wear a medium, man, I got a medium right here that I could just send to you. Albert Smith, I got to be honest about the potential Gallup deal. Why are we bringing back somebody who is starting on PUP? Because that's how we do it, man. You don't know? Hell, that's how we signed D-Law. That's how we signed D-Law. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. Oh, man, I done definitely totally neglected Facebook. I done neglected Twitter. Sorry about that, guys. Sorry about that. But yeah, man. Getting ready to wrap this show up, man. So I got time for a couple questions, man. We gonna wrap this thing up, man. We gonna wrap it up. I appreciate you guys for tuning in tonight, man. I've been on one. I've been talking bad about the front office. I probably ain't never gonna get no Cowboys job. They'll probably if it gets to the point where I get media credentials, they'll probably shut me out because I'm only speaking the truth. I don't need BS. I don't need the red carpet. I don't need none of that, man. I don't need none of that. My guy Cowboy Jobu just like my tweet, and you guys can let me know if I'm wrong. You guys can let me know if I'm wrong with that. But at number 24, I would rather take a defensive player because I know they ain't gonna mess it up. I would rather take a defensive player at 24 because I know Dan Quinn has a plan for him. He's going to implement things, and they're going to make sure that this 24th pick is not only a fixture in this defense, but is a cornerstone. So I would rather draft defense at 24. Hey, appreciate you. I love weed, man. Enjoy your date, man. We are cutting our number one wide receiver for our third and fourth wide receiver that was hurt all year and is going to be hurt. Hey, Reaper, dog, you really came with the sickle on that one, bro. That's a hell of a comment. That might be the comment of the show. You know what I'm saying? Might be the comment of the show. I love Cali Cowboy. DMV, I like your views. We both just want this team to win, dog. Much love, bro. Yeah, appreciate it, man. I appreciate your feedback, man, because you definitely was on some things in this show, man. Appreciate you. Keep coming back, man. On Fridays, we're going to have this right after Mark's show. And, it's kind of like the Arsenio Hall of Cowboy talk right now, man. Nakobe Dean. I want Nakobe Dean at 24. Defense. Thank you. I appreciate it that I have great input. I thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you, Gina Thorne. Thomas said, I let it be known that I'll draft the linebacker. Yeah. So I know that we won't mess it up. I would rather go defense. That's just me. I don't like the whole get a receiver thing and try and franchise Schultz or sign Schultz to a deal. I think that's stupid. But hey, it is what it is, guys. And I appreciate y'all for tuning in. Your boy is signing out. Make sure you like, subscribe, hit that bell each time I come out with content. As dumb as this news has been, this will not be the last time you heard from me, guys. I'll try and post over the weekend. Maybe I'll do some, impromptu lives or stuff like that. It's draft season, guys. So you know how I roll, man. All right, y'all. Salute, and I'm out.